Complex News, I'm Pierce Simpson. On January 29th, everyone from Hollywood to Middle America was in shock at the potential attack of Empire star Jussie Smollett. Smollett was said to have been the victim of a perceived hate crime, but fast forwarding nearly a month later, and Smollett is now a suspect. How exactly did we get here? How exactly did Smollett go from sharing a tearful GMA interview proclaiming his attack was something of pure hatred to being charged with a felony? January 29th, the attack. On January 29th at approximately 2 a.m., Smollett was reportedly attacked outside of a subway. Smollett claimed that two men attacked him and yelled, "This is MAGA country," while proceeding to place a noose around his neck, beating him until he had a fractured rib, and poured bleach on him. Before the attack occurred, Smollett reportedly received hate mail with cutout letters that reportedly read, "You would die, you black fag." As news spread out, the outpouring of support to Jussie Smollett canvassed social media, with people like Lee Daniels, Viola Davis, and John Legend all showing love to Smollett during this troubling time for the 36-year-old actor. January 30th. The security footage. A day after the attack, Chicago Police Department's Chief Communications Officer Anthony Galami tweeted out, "Detectives had located a surveillance camera that shows potential persons of interest wanted for questioning." After this tweet was sent out, the images of the surveillance footage were distributed with the hopes of finding the perpetrators. By January 31st, the Smollett family released a statement that explicitly called the attack domestic terrorism. "We want to be clear. This was a racial and homophobic hate crime. His story has never changed, and we are hopeful they will find these men and bring them to justice." February 1st. Jussie Smollett speaks. Days after his attack in Chicago and the unwavering support from the likes of Reverend Jesse Jackson, the NAACP, and numerous colleagues of Smollett, Jussie himself finally decided to share an official statement, doing so with Essence magazine. "My body is strong, but my soul is stronger. More importantly, I want to say thank you. The outpouring of love and support from my village has meant more than I will ever be able to truly put into words." The very next night, on February 2nd, Jussie performed in West Hollywood and stated details about the fight, while he was stating he wasn't hospitalized and, quote, fought the back. Jussie also made the bold proclamation that he's the gay Tupac. February 12th, phone record controversy. As the investigation continued by the Chicago Police Department, leaks began to surface, and USA Today shared that the Chicago PD deemed his phone records that night were not suitable for the investigation due to them being heavily redacted. Jussie claimed that he was ensuring his privacy. February 13th, arrests are made. Nearly 2 weeks after the assault occurred, Chicago PD arrested two men in connection with the attack on Smollett. Two Nigerian brothers were arrested, and according to the Wrap, one of them appeared as an extra on Empire in 2015. February 14th, exclusive interview with Good Morning America. After the two brothers were arrested by Chicago PD, Smollett appeared on Good Morning America, providing an exclusive interview to Robin Roberts. During the one-on-one, Smollett proclaimed that he was, quote, pissed off that his story is being questioned by anonymous sources in the Chicago Police Department and the general public. Over the next 2 days, the brothers would be released from police custody without being charged due to their cooperation in an ongoing investigation. By February 16th, CNN reported that the Chicago Police Department believed Jussie staged the attack on January 29th. Deadline confirmed on February 16th that the Chicago Police Department has shifted the focus of their investigation to Smollett, based on the premise that Mr. Smollett was an active participant in the incident. During this time, Smollett's attorney claimed that they were keeping, quote, an active dialogue with the Chicago PD. February 19th. The brothers speak. By this week, plenty of people were already questioning the legitimacy of the attack, and reports began to surface that Jussie's role on Empire was being diminished in light of the circumstances at play. On February 19th, sources close to the brothers, who were once considered suspects, were hired by Jussie to stage the attack, and even stated that the racist letter sent to the Empire set directed towards Jussie was sent by the actor himself. Essentially, according to those sources, Jussie decided to orchestrate the attack because he perceived that the letter didn't warrant enough attention. February 20th. Jussie Smollett is officially a suspect. A day after the brothers broke their silence via sources, Chicago's Police Department's Chief of Communications, Anthony Galami, tweeted a bombshell. Jussie Smollett is now officially classified as a suspect in a criminal investigation by the Chicago Police for filing a false police report, a Class 4 felony. Detectives have currently presented evidence before a Cook County grand jury. Smollett's attorney fired back by telling People magazine that they're lining up an aggressive defense on behalf of Jussie. In fact, they released a statement. Like any other citizen, Mr. Smollett enjoys the presumption of innocence, particularly when there's been an investigation like this one, where information, both true and false, has been repeatedly leaked. February 21st. Jussie Smollett is officially arrested. Early Thursday morning, Jussie Smollett turned himself in to the Chicago Police Department and was officially charged with Class 4 felony charges that could have him facing 3 years in prison and $25,000 worth of fines. Chicago PD Superintendent Eddie Johnson called this incident, quote, a publicity stunt and a scar Chicago didn't earn and certainly didn't deserve. Smollett allegedly paid the two brothers $3,500 to complete the act, and the motive behind the entire stage assault, as Eddie Johnson put it, was motivation behind Smollett's dissatisfaction with his salary on Empire. Chicago PD also called his Good Morning America appearance, quote, shameful, and asked that Jussie apologize to the city of Chicago. So, with all the details out, what are your thoughts? Let us know in the comment section down below, and keep it locked to Complex News by subscribing to us on YouTube. For Complex News, I'm Pierce Simpson.